Understand why this enigmatic character is the key to unlocking millennial secrets that connect the Old and New Testaments. Melchizedek is a figure who appears briefly in the scriptures, but his importance and mystery stand out impressively. His introduction in the Bible, without genealogy or detailed explanations, already causes a significant impact. Reading about him, one realizes that he defies all conventions of the religious and political leaders of the time. It is uncommon to find a character who is both a king and a priest, and this duality is what makes Melchizedek fascinating. The enigma surrounding him makes us think about the depth of the scriptures and the hidden messages we can discover. His appearance occurs suddenly, without clear or detailed historical context, which only increases the fascination with this figure. He is first mentioned in the book of Genesis when he meets Abraham, bringing with him an aura of mystery and respect. This meeting takes place in a context of victory and celebration, after Abraham had won a significant battle. Melchizedek, the king of Salem, offers Abraham bread and wine, a gesture that goes beyond simple hospitality and carries deep spiritual symbolism. The brevity of the mentions of Melchizedek does not diminish his relevance. On the contrary, each reference to him is laden with meaning and implies an importance that surpasses the written words. His description as King of Righteousness and King of Peace is something that few biblical characters possess. These designations are not just titles, but reflect intrinsic qualities of his personality and mission. Melchizedek, therefore, is not just a historical character, but a symbol of elevated virtues and an eternal priesthood. The mystery of his origin is another aspect that intrigues scholars and readers of the Bible. Unlike other biblical characters, there is no detailed genealogy of Melchizedek. This is particularly notable in a text that values lineages and descent so much. His absence of genealogy suggests an existence that transcends time and human traditions, reinforcing his image as an eternal and divine figure. The lack of concrete information about his origins and end only increases the mysticism surrounding him. Melchizedek appears as a solitary figure, not associated with any specific tribe, and this distinguishes him from other religious and political leaders in the Bible. He is independent, a priest who does not belong to any known order, raising many questions about the nature of his priesthood. This uniqueness points to something greater, a direct connection with the divine that is not mediated by human structures. This independence and direct connection with God make Melchizedek a precursor to theological concepts that would be developed later. His title of King of Salem is equally significant, as Salem is commonly identified with Jerusalem, the city that would become central in the religious and spiritual history of various traditions. As King of Salem, Melchizedek is associated not only with peace, shalom, but also with a geographical location that would become a focal point for faith. This association reinforces his unique position as a figure of peace and justice, whose actions and titles resonate through the centuries. Melchizedek's story is also a story of divine interactions. His blessing to Abraham is one of the most significant passages, as it demonstrates spiritual authority recognized by Abraham, who was a highly respected patriarch. This blessing is not just a symbolic act, but a confirmation of Abraham's mission and victory, highlighting the connection between the divine and the human. Melchizedek, therefore, acts as a mediator, someone who brings the presence of God and confirms his promises through his actions. The symbolism of the bread and wine offered by Melchizedek to Abraham is profound and multifaceted. These elements are seen as symbols of physical and spiritual sustenance, prefiguring Christ's Last Supper. The act of sharing bread and wine is a representation of communion and unity, something that transcends time and cultures. It is a gesture that strengthens bonds and reaffirms alliances, both human and divine.